Hello Internet, welcome back to our RimWorld series. I did accidentally have the game running a little bit in between. Hopefully that is not an issue. Turbine, no power. Okay. Our batteries are running lower and lower overnight. We are going to be turning off some of these heaters. So we'll go ahead and turn off. Only designates the colonists should flick the switch. Nothing will happen until they flip it by hand. Yeah, I know. That's okay. We're going to turn off some of these heaters because they're no longer strictly necessary. I would love to get some vents going as well so that we can regulate temperature without worrying too much about having a heater in every single room. So that would limit the number of heaters we need. I think it's fine. We really need to get this sorted out. I want them to finish smoothing, and then we're going to work on getting this stockpile set up so they're not constantly traipsing through this hideous, hideous room, which we can then work on. We may even just mine it out and make this exterior instead of worrying too much about that. We do have a lot of clothing as well, so they should be switching to better clothing in the near future as things begin to warm up. Most of these are normal quality, unfortunately. They're not truly very good. That's okay. Solar panels running. We really want to do more batteries as well, although the heaters being turned off will help with that a lot. We'll go ahead and expand this area, and we'll get into that eventually as well. Turtle is off cooking as she should be. We got a lot of the plants growing, which is great. She's going to continue growing plants. Starvation. Pixie. Why? Eat food. We have food. And yes, the animals, unfortunately, I left in the safe area. They can go ahead and head to the kitchen to eat some of our meat, because we don't have vegetable matter for kibble. So they're okay. No big concern there. Yes, get the traps back up and running, Vaughn. That would be excellent. Excellent, excellent. My throat is starting to bother me. I've recorded only about 4 episodes, so might end up stopping in the near future just because I know it's got to be frustrating to listen to these episodes and hear my voice cracking and getting gravelly and things like that. Probably just not very pleasant to listen to. Kimmy, you appear to be doing nothing. Why don't you... I mean, when you're doing nothing, you should be hauling and cleaning. I guess everything is clean, which is good. She doesn't haul, that's right. Unfortunately, I do think that Kimmy is going to have a lot of downtime. We have her set to doctor as well because she's pretty good at doctoring. Turtle can doctor, but we don't want her to. She's pretty good at doctoring. She'll get better over time. She's on par with Whitlock as a doctor. I think we're okay. Why are these just not charging so much? Because of the power usage, I guess. They are flicked off at this point, are they not? I believe they are. So we can take care of that. We probably don't have enough steel for the vents, would be my guess. Yeah, need steel. So, Vaughn, you're building a trap. I mean, that's pretty important. Do that first. We killed a fox in our trap. Really wish wild animals would stop wandering in here. Kind of irritating to constantly have them wandering through. Because now we're down a trap. Pixie has this... Why? What is going on with you, Pixie? She was starving and then she passed out? Why? Recreation deprived? What is going on with you? What? I don't understand. What is going on with Pixie? Did we... Because we told her to do slate chunks. Maybe she did that all night instead of going to bed like I expected her to. First of all, wake up and go to bed. No, don't... Okay. Pixie, do anything. Go to sleep. I can't make her go to sleep. Cutting stone blocks. No. Yes, go sleep. Yes. I don't know what's going on with her. We'll keep an eye on it. She might have been up all night. I don't understand why she would... I don't understand. Vaughn, what are you doing? Okay. Finish the trap. I don't want to give him an order because he might want to go to bed, and then we would end up in the same situation as Pixie. So it's after hours. We can now set her back to working because this is her recreation time. She can sleep if she wants. Vaughn, I would rather, if you're going to... God, just do it. I don't care. We need steel, because now we have these open vents in our rooms, which means that it would be considered a barracks if there was someone else there, which I don't love. And this loses a lot of its appeal because now it's not an enclosed room. Okay, Vaughn. Okay. Let's get a random question. So if you weren't watching, I have this program that spits out questions from the internet. How many pennies would fit into this room? Well, that's a real dumb question. I would say, I mean, it's a pretty big room. 16 billion. I have no idea. What a stupid question. Give me a different question. What is the most difficult challenge thus far in your life? So if you don't know, I don't like talking about it because I think people really obsess about it. I keep getting questions about it on YouTube. I was incarcerated when I was a teenager. I committed a crime when I was 19. Committed an assault crime and went to prison, big boy jail, for about 2.5 years. And then I had probation and things. Long story short, I really don't want to talk about it. Long story short, I was young, I was angry, pretty violent, pretty bitter about my life being the way it was. And those are not excuses. Obviously, that is not a good reason to hurt someone. But I was selfish. I didn't think about other people. I just thought about me and what made me feel better. And I had control issues, and there were all kinds of issues. So the biggest, these two are fighting again. Of course, let them fight it out. You're not. I'm not going to let you sleep. You two are being children, so you're going to get treatment. Go ahead and treat them, Kimmy, because you're doing nothing else. Treat them. Okay, let's go with. We'll go with packaged survival meat. We need those anyway for long term. Vaughn, you're better. Go mine. You're not on bed rest because you're a freaking idiot, so you don't get to sleep. And Turtle, as soon as you're healed, you're going back to work as well. If they want to be children, I will treat them like children, and then they will be killed, and I will remove them from the colony. So she's better. How many meals do we have? 20 meals. So Turtle. Oh, we're fully sewed. She can sleep. We'll leave her alone. Minor break risk. I don't care, Vaughn. You're being petulant children. I don't really care. So the actual act of being incarcerated was the hardest thing, probably. And then coming to terms with the fact that I was not a good person and that I needed to make changes was difficult. Because, when it happened, I was like, still angry. At first it's like, why is this happening to me? Why? Oh, lots of people get into fights and it doesn't turn into, oh, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, I didn't understand that it was me, that there was stuff wrong with me. And so the hardest thing was, like, actual act of being incarcerated was pretty hard. And then not only that, but the realization that I was not a good person and that, my actions hurt other people and that I had let myself down, my family down. All that stuff was very difficult. And I don't like talking about it. Hunting bratwurst for food. First of all, animals go inside. Second, where's the other animal? Where's our other wolf? Animal? Bratwurst. Oh. I was going to say, they shouldn't be outside the perimeter. So the bear's coming to kill him. Going to trigger all of our traps again, which is going to ruin all this work that it takes weirdly forever to build these traps. So we're going to wait for the bear. I mean, it said it was hunting him. I think it attacked a muffalo. Okay? I mean, I don't really get what happened. Vaughn, I mean, I was going to post up and wait for the bear. I think it went and hunted the muffalo instead and then killed the muffalo but got hurt as well. And so it went to sleep. I don't know. I really feel like we should get the group together and try to kill some of these big predators on the map. So yeah, I don't like talking about it because people seem to really glob onto it. They don't, like, it seems like the feeling I get, and this might just be me being paranoid and feeling uncomfortable about, you know, my own situation, but like I feel like people judge me real hard, and it's like, you know, I did it when I was 19, and it was a long time ago, and I've been in therapy for a long time, and I often talk about being better, more healthy, but people don't seem to care about that. They seem to continually question me about being incarcerated, and it's like, I don't like that happened. I don't like that I did those things. I don't like that I was in that situation, and I don't love talking about it. And it's like people, and I understand it's a thing that you can be curious about. It is something that not everyone has experienced, but like, I don't really want to talk about it. It was a bad time in my life. I was doing bad stuff. I was hanging around with bad people. I was making bad decisions. I was doing bad things. That's not something I like thinking about, you know? Why does this not have power? Is that not close enough? Where's our power overlay? It's clearly connected. Why is all this turned off? Why is this not getting power? I'm getting power in. I have battery power. Oh, solar flare. Solar flare. I'm an idiot. Okay. And yeah, like, and like I had someone in the comments not that long ago, they were like, what were you in for? And I was like, oh, you know, I already explained it. I don't like talking about it. You know, it came up. Long story short, I gave them the long story short. You know, I was assaulted. I was young. I was angry. And they were like, yeah, but there's a story there. It's like, sure, of course there is. You know, there's always a story. But like, it's not really my story to tell. There's literally someone out there who this is like possibly one of the worst days of their life. I'm not going to tell the story like it was all fun and it's a fun story to tell. It's not. I don't want to, you know, go into detail when someone else was involved that didn't deserve, you know what I mean? Like, I just don't like talking about it. So let's move on. Let's not talk about it. But that's definitely probably the hardest thing I've ever had to experience. Do I recycle? I do recycle, although I believe recycling is largely unnecessary. Most of, so people really get up in arms and say like, oh, recycling will save the world. It's not going to save the world. Most products, like people talk about recycling paper products. It's actually better long-term to not recycle paper products, because the more paper products that we use, the more trees that we're actively growing on the planet. So it helps absorb a lot of that carbon footprint. And yes, there's manufacturing. Like people say books, like, oh, you know, books are such a waste of resources. Yeah, but if there are no books, then they stop growing those trees because they can make more money by growing something else. That's fewer trees in the world. And for every one e-reader device, you have a much larger carbon footprint because you need to mine those rare earth metals and all that stuff. It's like you can just grow lots of trees, and that's better for the environment. So I do recycle, but I think that recycling is largely a placebo. I don't think that it actually, like people say like, oh, it brings in a lot of jobs, but it really doesn't. There are very few jobs that are created by recycling. People say things like, oh, well, it saves us from manufacturing more plastic. And it's like, yeah, kind of. It does, because you can recycle plastic, but a lot of what you send to recycling ends up in the garbage anyway. Even though it's slated for recycling, they just end up putting it in the garbage because it's less, just because it's not the right plastic, or it might have the wrong color, or there are issues with recycling it. So a lot of what you recycle doesn't get recycled anyway. And so I think that I do recycle, but I don't think that it's this thing that people make it up to be, which is like, it's going to save the world. No, it's not. It's just, you know, it's good to recycle things. It's just most stuff doesn't get recycled anyway. And, like, sure, you can recycle newspapers, and they make those in, like, if you've ever been to, like, McDonald's, they have those cup holder things that are this gray, flaky material. They're old newspapers. But, like, most of the time, that stuff doesn't really get reused the way you think it does. Microelectronics is a great step forward for us. Why can't we research some of this? We need a high-tech research bench, which I believe requires gold, which we don't have. For now, why don't we make some carpet? Carpet sounds cool. And then we could also work on drug production, but that would require, yeah. We're going to need that eventually. Oh, prosthetics. Yes. Let's research prosthetics. Maybe we can get Pixie a proper prosthetic leg. Yeah, What else we got? Animal starvation. Why? Why though? Oh, because we put you back in safe. Keep forgetting to turn them loose. Let's look at wildlife. We're still trying to train Muffalo. We've had no success with that at all. Who is doing that? Pixie is our animal handler. We're going to see if we can follow her a little bit today. Smoothing wall. I would rather... Where are the Muffalo? Let's find a Muffalo. This one. I would rather you try to tame... I can't make you tame it. I mean, I guess she's doing it. She's just not been successful. And in fact, we're going to just make all of these so that we can hopefully increase our likelihood. And in fact, isn't that above construction? Pixie. It is above construction. You know what? I bet it's because we don't have kibble. So she has nothing to take to them. Because I think feeding them is what does it. Could be wrong about that. I actually don't remember. Vaughn, I would love for you at some point to mine more material. That would be great. Just set all... No, not that one. Not that one. Set all those to be mined. Hopefully he'll do that stuff eventually. How are we doing with the traps? Oh, too far. Traps are all up and running. Great. How's this doing? Still frozen, although just barely. We may need to put a third freezer in here because we're going to expand this room to be much larger in the near future. We could start prep work for that, but that's going to require more mining, which we're not really getting mining done. You'll see we have all this set up to be mined as well, and they're not getting there. How's the rice doing? Pretty okay. Pretty okay. Minor break risk. Who? Kimmy? Pixie. Pixie, what is your problem? You've been pretty miserable lately. Recreation starved. Why? Like literally right now. What time is it? 20. You could be recreationing right now. Go play horseshoes. Go do something else. You're going to go to bed. Okay. I mean, no one is telling you not to do recreation. I don't understand what's going on with Pixie. We had issues with her in the last episode working herself to exhaustion. Let's go ahead and suspend. We already did that. I think prosthetics would be the machining table as well. Did we unlock anything advanced? Bolt action, chain shotgun? That sounds awesome. Why don't we make one of those? We can replace his pump shotgun with a chain shotgun. That sounds pretty boss. Pixie, why are you awake? You slept for like 4 hours. What is going on with you? I don't understand what's going on with her. What are you doing? Smoothing? Don't smooth. I want you to... I can't force her to recreation. I also wanted to make this the rec room, or one of these bigger rooms the rec room. And I want to get a TV set up. Why don't we set that up now? Furniture. We're going to go with a standing lamp in the middle of the room. No, not in the middle of the room. Why would you put it in the middle of the room? I mean, for light reasons. But we're not going to do that. Do we have cloth? Blue fur. I thought we bought, yes, cloth. So we should be able to make a billiards table. We didn't buy enough cloth. Of course. We can make a poker table, but I don't want to put them in a situation where they'll all be gathered around a table because Turtle and Vaughn hate each other. Why don't we put it on this side of the room? Then we could build... can you build couches in this game? Everyone should have a couch. What am I even looking for? Armchairs? Armchair. It's only cloth? Okay, good. We can make it out of something else. What do we have a lot of? What kind of leather is this? Plain leather is the only thing we can make that out of. 110 plain leather. I mean, we can start. It would benefit someone. Pixie, why don't you work on... We don't have steel. Of course. We really need a secondary miner. Would be my next desire. Yeah, would love another miner. Someone to mine, not a person who is underage. Seem to have a few things to trade. Yeah, we don't have a lot to trade. We might be able to sell them some of our excess clothing. Everyone's still wearing parkas despite it being very warm outside. Did I force you to wear these? How would I know if I forced... I don't think I did. I don't think I did. Restrictions. Go back to assign. No drugs. Although Kimmy will ignore our drug policy because she has a chemical interest. In fact, it looked like they both have chemical interests. So that's not great. Whitlock, go talk to our traders here. See what we got going on. They got some survival meals for sale. We don't really want to pay that much for. No cloth. They have medicine. We could buy one more medicine. Doomsday rocket launcher. That sounds awesome. Single use. Nope. Doesn't sound awesome. And literally nothing else. I mean, we can sell him some clothes. He has a duster. Dusters are cool, but I don't know if we really want them. We have all these parkas. It looks like maybe they... No, we have a parka. Hats. I mean, we could sell some clothes. Do we have anything that's poor quality? Poor pants. That duster is poor. Camel hide is poor. Hat is poor. We'll sell all those. They don't have enough money. Don't sell the parka. Just sell the hat and the other. That's fine. I mean, it's fine. It's a little bit more silver. Cleared out some inventory space. I really would like to sell some of these melee weapons because I just don't care about them. Vaughn has created a plain leather armchair that is a masterwork. Excellent. Comfort of 1.16. Good job, Vaughn. Pixie's working on the TV. I kind of wish she wasn't. She's smoothing the wall. We don't have materials. Please, for the love of God, I need steel. Help me out. Come on, Vaughn. Pixie, are you even trying with the animals either? I don't understand why she's not. 58% grown. We don't have vegetable matter to make kibble. I'm thinking it's the kibble that is preventing us from going out and taming those animals. We also maybe want to turn her loose because she's not really doing anything on some other animals. Hunt the ibex to extinction. Turkeys as well. Birds don't deserve to live. Birds are terrifying. They're basically dinosaurs. Go ahead and mine this. Vaughn, doing great work. They're still hanging out. Dogs are still hanging out. Turtle is butchering. Turtle is cooking. Turtle is taking care of business. Great. Let's get another question. Bam. What are you the most looking forward to in the next 10 years? Probably sex robots, if I'm being honest. That's a joke. 10 years? I mean, ideally, best case scenario, over the next 3 to 5 years, I grow my YouTube channel to something where I could maybe do it full time. I'm figuring if, you know, within 3 years, if I'm not like making okay money, maybe should bail on it. But my goal was always 3 to 5 years before we got to any kind of income. And I'm perfectly on track with that. I'm way ahead of that, in fact. So it's like, you know, that's something to look forward to. Now we'll do carpet making. Other than that, nothing really. I would like to be published in the next 10 years. I would like to be married in the next 10 years. But you don't have a lot of control over meeting someone and actually, you know, falling in love and you know, believing that that's someone you can spend your life with. That's obviously a little bit beyond your control. So, yeah, all that stuff. I would like to be married by then. I'd like to... I mean, in 10 years, I'll be 41. And if I don't have, like, a wife and children by then, I don't think it's going to happen for me. So that would be not great. Other than that, really nothing. My future is constantly in flux. And I worry about the future. Like, I worry about my family members dying because they're getting older. And how I'll support myself when I don't have the benefit of having family to help me. And so those things make me very nervous. And yeah, I don't like thinking about the future. It tends to make me nervous because I don't really foresee a future yet where life can actually treat me okay. I'm very nervous about... Yeah, I'm just nervous about the future is all. We can put these here. If it's hot in the hallway, that's okay. I don't think the hallways matter as much as them sleeping in a comfortable temperature. It's a lot of freezers we're building, though. A lot of fridges we're building. So, yeah, hopefully that's not too bad on our power draw. We're still never really filling our batteries, which is concerning. I still don't understand why one is lower than the others. I'm not sure why that happened. But I think we do need to expand our power generation. So let's see about building power. Another windmill. We really should just build a freaking geothermal thing and expand our base to include this. Be a lot of bricks and stuff. Let's just build a turbine for the time being. Over this field is fine, because I don't think the fields interfere with those at all. Everybody's doing work. Vaughn, what are you doing? Smoothing slate. Oh, you're setting up for the... yeah, I don't like that they deconstruct before they construct. We don't have steel. Oh my god. Please, Vaughn, mine steel. Why are we always out of steel? How do we not have more steel? Ancient danger. Yeah, so we talked about this a little bit. I think if we open this, it can have some pretty interesting stuff in it, but most of them are pretty endgamey. Like there's some very dangerous things that can come out of that. So we're going to leave that alone probably for a long time. Maybe not even invest into it ever, because it just would take our... it just is very dangerous, basically. So we did get that freezer built, so that's something. We'll keep that at 70 degrees, I think is a comfortable temperature. There's a vent in there, which should help. Yeah, so we'll get Vaughn to mine those out. I don't like that Turtle is hauling, because that puts her near Vaughn. Let's go ahead and make more mining orders. No, not that one. I'm going to try to keep the walls intact as much as possible, just so we don't have to rebuild. Vaughn, please continue mining. What is the temperature in here? In the 80s and 90s? Yeah, we really need to get those air conditioners up. So we'll have Vaughn mine one more, then we'll have him construct. It's getting later in the day. Vaughn, please immediately construct this and then this, so that we don't have holes in our walls while they go to bed and then get mad because they're in a barracks or something. Vaughn, did I not ask you to build this? And we don't have enough steel for the other one. Of course not. So go ahead, mine these, which is probably pissing him off. He's probably getting hungry. Now that we finished that gun, why don't we try to make a prosthetic leg? What are the stats on this? How do I... Details... I. 85% efficiency means that it functions 85% as well as an organic limb. This is still good because Pixie currently has she's missing a leg. So if we can get that installed on her, that would be excellent. Pixie is smoothing. I would like you... We need material. Oh my god. All the time. I honestly, if a trader came by and was like, hey, I have steel for $1 million, I would give them every penny we have in order to get the steel. I'm just so frustrated by how little steel we have. And of course, she immediately uses it, so we can't even finish this. But Vaughn is the first person I've seen take advantage of our new television, which is cool. Peace Talk quests. Be a great opportunity to improve relations with their faction and receive gifts. So they're at -40. We could go do this, send someone to go talk to them, which would improve their relationship. But honestly, I think if we improve relationship with nearby hostile tribes, we'll stop getting pirate raids. Like, we'll stop getting raids. And I like the raids because they give us... Oh no. Vaughn and Turtle have malaria. Okay. That's a problem. We're going to allow them to use real medicine. Turtle. Real medicine. She's missing an index finger? I didn't know that. Vaughn smashed Turtle with his left fist, wounding her right index finger and right hand. Because you two are petulant children, of course. Old gunshot. Whitlock, if you could kindly come take care of them. That would be great. And of course, they're in a room that does not have an air conditioner because we ran out of steel. Okay, so everyone go to bed. Okay, Pixie, yes. Carrying components. I guess she harvested. Why don't you stop what you're doing and go to bed? I think that's what's happening, is that she works on things and it takes her through the night and she ends up not sleeping. Anyway, we should call the episode. I should have called the episode. For now, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. What is that? Camel hide. Very tiny. Okay. For now, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the episode. I'll be back with more RimWorld in the near future. See you next time.